even though Snake a bit more on the slender end, he's a heavy boy.
Right.
There's a lot of room for him to take free damage for Dabuz. But we can theory craft all day. We got to see it in action first. Game 1's taking us to Smashville, which I feel like is already going to be an explosive enough start to this because it's such close quarters.
Yeah, the fight is already taken to you. You know, there's not much room to run around here, and plus the platform occupying basically like the center 50% of the stage. You can see these guys hide underneath that and use their long range to poke through. So, despite the characters not being necessarily aggressive by nature, they can do a lot of attacking here very safely.
And I dare the viewers at home to try and count the amount of Lumas that are going to come out in this one game alone.
Oh, I'm not taking that dare, bro.
It's there's going to be so many things that you have to keep track of when it comes to playing Rosalina and also protecting your Luma, which is going to be super important for having that far and away disjointed hitbox rather, for trying to combat Ally safely.
Oh man, Ally with an excellent bait there though, throwing the mortar up and almost tempting Dabuz to gravitational pull it, and he was low enough that the up tilt with all its reach was still able to catch him. Now we've got Ally up basically full stock, about to lap Dabuz right now. Wow, I don't know if Rosa was the pick, man.
It's not looking like it right now, Max. In fact, right at the very beginning, Ally's already planning layers upon layers of how to play around gravitational pull. We've seen Dabuz multiple times in such a short amount of time get punished for either grabbing grenades on his own or getting them gravitational pulled into his hands.
Yeah.
I don't think he knows how to utilize that tool alongside Luma in conjunction with how confusing this matchup's going to be with all of its little factors.
Yeah, because, you know, gravitational pull puts the projectile into Rosa's hands in this game, and if that's a well-cooked grenade, it's just going to blow up on her at the end of the move, and that's free damage for Ally, free setups, and man, 2 free stocks, not even hitting the triple digits. Ally is running away with this game already. Setting the field up. Oh, a little bit of self-destruction right there, but of course not in the way that cost him a stock.
Yeah, no, Snake is able to afford like self-damage like that, and especially when he's so far ahead. Ally can use this as time to try and condition Dabuz against certain tools or try to figure out certain things about the matchup like that.
Like that? Like why he didn't die off of that down air? He went nowhere at all.
Yo, it's Snake and Cypher versus Rosalina and Luma. It's an even fight.
Yeah, sure. Snake and 2 grenades, and all of a sudden we're 3v2.
It's not looking like so much of an even fight anymore, Max.
No, it's not. Forward air, or forward throw to nair, though. I love the adjusted combos by Dabuz. Playing with this character's new tools, and hold up, man. He's starting to bring this one back. Uh-oh. Oh, the grenades just coming out from everywhere. Ally making sure that the floor is lava all the time. And this is where I think Rose is going to do well against Snake. When he has to recover high or just gets popped up at all. He's not the best character at landing. You know, he's got his B reverses and maybe swinging on the way down and then air dodge. But Rosa is so good at juggling you with up airs.
Generally speaking, Snake doesn't like it when an opponent of any type is able to smother him, because then he doesn't get a chance to pull that first grenade that really sets in motion the zoning strength that the character has.
Exactly, he needs that time to start setting up. And then from there, it could all just snowball and become like an impenetrable wall. But oh, Jesus Christ, that was such a disgusting up tilt. He just ran up and did it. Ally, man, showing no fear. Like we were talking about, the other Snakes, they're more focused on the zoning game of this character. They want to stay away from you, get that first grenade going that makes everything else more effective. But Ally, he recognizes the times where it's like, all right, I'm just going to run right up to you, and I'm going to put some buttons in your face, and there it is.
There are times that I like to joke around that Snake himself is his best projectile in a matchup. You see that dash attack coming, there's already so many other things that you got to try and avoid in the match. And Snake's just right there. He's ready to box you. And you see how willing and ready Ally is to take the hits if it means standing right on top of Dabuz's shadow. Because he won out in every interaction so far.
That was such a ridiculous extension, too, or ridiculous sequence. Basically, Ally had Dabuz in the right corner. Then he worked him all the way over to the left corner and anti-aired him with that up tilt at a ridiculously low percent. I think Dabuz got hit at like 93, and he died. Man, that's got to be rough playing a light character, a light floaty against Snake. Even if you have great anti-zoning tools like Rosa with gravitational pull, Snake's grenades, they just don't obey the normal laws of projectiles in this game.
I think the change of setting in Game 2 to Pokemon Stadium is actually a phenomenal choice for Dabuz, because I really feel that how tight-knit Smashville is helped Ally so much with controlling space. At least at this stage, a little bit more laterally oriented, Dabuz has that breathing room. He's forcing Ally to be a bit more proactive in how he's going to position projectiles.
I get what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down. But I think the same could be said for Snake on this stage, right? I mean, he has all this room to really fully amplify the wall, set it all up, get that first grenade, get everything that follows. And oh my god, parrying the get-up attack. This is absolutely ridiculous. Ally putting on a clinic right now, saying nothing has changed. Your character, just not what she used to be in Smash 4, and I'm going to capitalize on that.
And he's doing a hell of a job of it, too. The fact that he knew that he had enough time to be able to get the up tilt out, the turnaround up tilt at that. But it's a much more even match than we were looking at previously. Only 3% this time as Dabuz brings us to a nearly dead even. And I feel more importantly than previously, where Ally did manage to break first blood, he didn't really do it on his own terms. He simply caught out Dabuz at the ledge in a very well-played interaction. But the stage wasn't fully in his control. There was a bit of a scramble beforehand. And this isn't that much of a lead for him to sit on.
All right, just chucking those grenades. Dabuz playing with the lead for the first time here. Oh, all right, Ally just kind of, you know, finessing in and out, schmooping a little bit.
That's what he's got to do. You got to mix it up. As soon as Dabuz is able to bring that match to a screeching crawl, you got to switch gears. Otherwise, you're giving Dabuz all of that time to figure out your habits, figure out his tools, and every second counts when you're fighting someone trying to figure out the tactics of your play, especially the best of 5 set.
All right, let's see, though. Of course, this is a long set. We could see this go to a Game 5. Last couple sets have been going to Game 5. It's getting more intense, more competitive throughout the day.
So right there was actually a tool I've been waiting to see how Dabuz uses with the Starpins. Seeing that side B in action, I actually think is going to be the core of counterplay for Dabuz. Because it's just a little wall that you can put in front of grenades. It's a little projectile to interrupt so many important actions.
Yeah.
Remotely at that.
Right, because Snake, when he shields to drop a grenade, it goes right behind him, and Starbits keeps Snake sandwiched between Luma and the grenade, and it burns time because 3 little hits, so yeah, that could cook the grenade, or finish cooking the grenade for Snake and blow it up on him, causing a lot of shield damage. I like the rationale. But Dabuz, man, looking really good. Oh, until then, all right, Commentator's Curse going to come through, saving Ally.
Everybody gets one, man.
Right, blows Luma up with a grenade, or the C4 rather, chucks some grenades, trying to maintain the space, but yeah, there we go, Starbits, and deploying Luma with neutral B into the rapid jab. Some great ways to burn time on the grenades.
Ooh, with a hell of a read, but great DI. Ally staying alive at 84. Phenomenal play, but the pressure doesn't stop from Dabuz. He's keeping the hunt on.
Ally trying to shake it off with that down air out of shield, but man, Dabuz gonna fall out of it. Get some more room to breathe. Oh, if that were up smash, that would have been everything.
This is what I want to see out of Dabuz, this prolonged game, because we know for a fact that Ally is just a master of playing that long to mid-range game with his tools at hand. And even at that, even at disadvantage, trying to take advantage of the little bits that he can, managing the C4, try to even up the field, give him some breathing room. But Max, I'm thinking it's a little too late in game 2.
Yeah, you know what, man? I feel like Ally's not cooking his grenades nearly enough. He's just throwing them. Ah, that was very clever. Just going toward Dabuz with it in his hand. That way, it doesn't matter if it's on the floor. Nothing's going to activate it. He has control over it.
One important thing that I think is going to peel out from the rest of the set as we go on is I think Ally is going to be forced into situations where he's using grenade in ways that he doesn't want to, in disadvantage situations. But right now, he's sticking in lead as far as control of this match is going.
Oh, that was so intense right there. That Nikita could have ended the game for Dabuz after being up so much. Oh, there we go.
Great call on Ally. Focus on getting rid of Luma. Force Dabuz to peel back a little bit. It's maybe going to force the match to go a little bit longer. Ally not doing much, but...
Oh, and he picks it up somehow. The fake out. He went forward. Saw that Dabuz went forward, but he backed off, giving Dabuz the peace of mind that he was fine right there. But no, forward tilt going to two-piece him right off the left side of the stage there. Dabuz, man, he was in firm control of that match the entire time pretty much, other than the beginning. Oh, he made such a huge comeback, but it was all for naught. The lightweight of Rosalina and the insane knockout power of Snake's tilts, man. Hard to keep up.
Honestly, I feel like this is just yet another one of those layers that we were discussing coming into this set. With Ally in that position, he knew damn well that Dabuz was ready for watching for the up tilt. The tech read up tilt is classic Snake play, but Ally taking that into account, waits just a tiny bit for coming in with the forward tilt.
Looked like Dabuz jumped out of shield too, because I think he was airborne after he got stuck with forward tilt 1.
A little nervous, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Ally certainly gave him the idea that he was fine to do that by just backing off and looking like he doubted his tech chase. But he's like, you know what? No, I believe now, or I'm going to just react to what's actually happening. Wow. Wow! He waited for Luma to get dragged right to him. I love that from Ally, showing some serious prowess at getting rid of that little star that causes so many problems for players.
You know, with these stages only getting bigger and better as this match goes on, I'm curious to see where the counterplay is going to further develop, because Ally laser focused on getting rid of Luma. You know that he doesn't want to deal at all with any of the play that Dabuz is trying to cook up, while Dabuz is just trying to survive.
Ally is absolutely nuts, dude. I'm sorry, but the way he's playing with the grenades now, rather than just throwing them at Dabuz and letting them get stolen, it's insane. And the down airs he's going for offstage, absolute madman.
Like, look at this. He's making the decision that if he can't fight Dabuz without losing too much ground, you might as well fight Luma. You're still getting really far ahead in the match, and even at that, he even gets a little bit of damage out of late back air. Just as extra credit.
So many silly interactions here. And yeah, he's going to catch that roll. Dabuz, you could tell he was pushed to the brink, had nowhere else to go. But Ally's still ready for it. Oh, that was the Salem right there. The lob the grenade to air dodge to the ledge. Ooh, Nair up tilt though. Dabuz is falling back on that block string quite a lot throughout this top 8.
My guess is that he's still trying to develop the character, because it's worth reminding that in Ultimate, Rosalina Luna's not a well-developed character. She's only seeing more and more play as she's seen various buffs, but she's still not very popular, still regarded as like a rogue mid-tier. And the book is still being written. It's still fresh off the print, in fact, for what she's able to do, especially in these brand new matchups.
And Dabuz, of course, one of the primary writers of the book. And he was in Smash 4 as well, but right now he just doesn't have the help that he did in the last game to see, you know, somebody like Fallen cook up a crazy strategy with Rosa and then steal that.
Right,
nope,
right.
He's out here almost alone. Oh my god, Ally though, just always trying to look for unconventional moves, namely that up air, but yeah, again, I love that. The kamikaze running up the grenade in hand.
It's so smart. Because it's like, you got to bring the fight to him, and you have to have a presence of mind that Luma's going to be involved. Whether or not you're fighting him outright, like Ally's done a phenomenal job of doing so in Game 3, or he's going to try and interrupt what you're doing while beating on Rosa.
Yeah, Dabuz has not gotten to use Luma almost at all in this entire set. Wow, spiked! Oh, and he wanted to do it again. That would have sealed the kill on the set. So I do respect that. Yeah, I respect the hell out of that. That was great stuff by Ally. Oh, and he was so close to hitting the Nair on Luma there, but man, his parries have just been insane, and going to dash attack right out of it, getting a little more partial body invincibility, it's a great way to crack through.
You know, Max, one interaction we just saw was just a little interaction. Now, I didn't get too much off of it, but it made me realize just how important grenades are in this matchup, and that was Ally's able to grab a grenade in the middle of Dabuz's jabs. Just jabs, such an important tool for Rosalina to be able to focus a small amount of space, is neglected because of how powerful grenades are in this matchup.
Yeah, man, you leave this guy alone for one frame, and then all of a sudden you're both blowing up. And with a stock lead, he doesn't mind that at all. Both of you taking damage is great for him, because he's got a chance to just completely heal himself when he dies. Whereas you do not. Oh, the chase, and Dabuz keeps it up. Yes, gonna close the stock out off the top of the screen. He's still in this, man, but I don't know if I like his chances very much. All right, gravitational pull, gonna protect him from Nikita. That's super important.
Yeah, I think that's a good call on as far as what projectiles, what decisions. I think Nikita and up smash's mortar are super important to get off the field immediately, because you can't really use those around. At least with grenade, that's a hazard that Ally has to keep in mind for himself, because he can maybe use it if it falls out of his own control. But the situation's looking kind of grim. It's looking like Ally wants to cement his place in Grand Finals from the winner's side for tonight's bracket, but...
Oh, and just adding insult to injury, getting rid of Luma after that explosion. All right, Ally staying patient, though. Just going to sit in the center of the stage. And, yeah, you see every time he throws the grenades hastily, it doesn't work out for him. Rosa steals it and throws it back because he's got plenty of time for her to do that. But, yeah, when you see him cooking the grenade, aka just waiting before he picks it up and throws it, or when he picks it up and runs at her in shield, that's the difference maker, and that's like midway through Game 2 what Ally started doing to bring this back.
Oh, Ally hesitated a little bit before trying to attack Luma, and now he's paying the price for it, picking up a little bit more damage than I think he would prefer, but Luma's going to pop. This is going to be a very important set of time before that Luma comes back. Ally needs to make it count, but he doesn't get killed.
think he was banking on that being untechable because percent was so high for Dabuz. But hold on. This is not looking great for Ally. He's in disadvantage. He has no jump. He's on the edge. Oh, what? And hit him forward. The back hit of down smash.
He's so much damage right now, and he hasn't had time to set up. He's got one grenade, but no C4. No time to establish control. He's getting sent all which ways. TI thrown way off because Luma wants this to go to yet another game, and that's what we're going to see.
Oh, my Lord. Dabuz snatching that one from under Ally's feet. That has to hurt, man. Especially going up against a player like Dabuz who just is grueling to fight. You know, he makes you really check your mental stamina and make sure that you got it in you to keep going throughout the set. Ally knocking on the door of victory right there, but instead, only death was there to answer.
And seeing how each of these 3 previous games have developed, honestly, you could think you could pull them and take different sets of knowledge from just these games alone, because both of these players have played so differently. And now with a point on the board for Dabuz, it makes you wonder, what information has he gathered thus far that's going to let him stay alive? Are we going to see another nail-biter, or is this going to be the point where Dabuz starts to turn it back?
I don't know, man. I don't know, because he was looking down and out for a vast majority of the last 3 games, right? I mean, it was really only at the very end when Ally could taste victory that he started to fall apart, maybe get a little bit impatient. And you saw, again, I would point to the grenade play. When Ally is waiting on those, he's doing really well. But when he's not, Dabuz can turn his whole game plan against him.
And it's unfortunate to see, because it seems like the grenade is just out and out. It's the crux of this matchup.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, Ally right now is living and dying by how well he's able to use grenades. Not just keeping them on the field, but making sure that he has control of them. Whether they're in his hands or not, he needs to be the one making the calls on what grenade is doing in this matchup. Otherwise, Dabuz is sneaking further and further to making this a race to the very end.
And Luma, the other explosive on the stage that we have to worry about. Ally's been doing great at just making sure she doesn't get to stay on stage for very long at all. But I don't know, man. If we see Dabuz start to be a little bit better about protecting her throughout this game, could see a huge swing.
I feel like Luma is such a large X factor in this, because grenades, you see the grenades, you expect what they're going to do. But Luma, there's still a lot that you have to figure out about how you want to move out of the pressure strings. Getting out of rapid chips, at this point, is child's play for Ally. He's done it multiple times, and Dabuz has been punished for just using regular jab pressure. But these various down smashes that we're seeing, how Luma's interacting with various aerials, that decision-making of, do you remove Luma or keep the pressure on Dabuz? That's just slowing Ally down, and I don't think he needs that right now.
Exactly. It's a lot like fighting ice climbers, right? You gotta hedge your bets on when to go for Nana or stick on Popo. But, of course, with all the other things going on the screen, because Snake's a very busy character, just adds so many layers of complexity to this matchup. Oh, sneaking through only to find his way into Rosalina's jab hitbox. Yep, and now we get both of them going at you. Oh, so much percent.
I feel like another reason we've seen Dabuz hold his own better from games 3 and 4 is, take note how Ally's not winning out these interactions as far as the amount of percentage he's taking from each bout neutral. He's taking a lot more, he's losing a lot more stage control. Even if he keeps the match relatively even as far as stock counts and losing control of the stage, he's bleeding so hard just getting there. And that's not a part of Snake's game plan at all.
One thing I also want to point out is that Ally's way down from the sky has been so good in these matches. He's always keeping it fresh, like dropping the C4 and then jumping and fading back, or B-reversing again with the grenade, air dodging at the right times, not being predictable at all. And Dabuz, someone who's just so good at juggles and these landing traps, and his character complementing that, it's really dangerous for a character like Snake. Oh my God.
Dead at 203%.
Ground him up there.
The best part about that was the fact that Dabuz had forced Ally into a position where he needed to shield an Ally parried. He lost out for the parry this time.
Well, and that one missed up smash can be everything.
But it's still such an I would say it's an even game, but Ally is honestly playing from the back foot heel right now. Yes, he's losing a little bit as far as the percentage is concerned, but that's not really what I'm getting at. I'm getting at he's losing a lot of the options that were winning him so heavily in games 1 and 2.
All right, Ally with a chance here, but no. Oh, all that self-damage from the explosions. Dabuz always super patient. No surprises there. Wow, trying to use the platform to elevate his chase into the air, but no, just not enough. And these air dodges now starting to kill Ally. They were a little bit tricky, and Dabuz, oh, I thought he was going to potentially get stage spiked by that one, just because, you know, 4 hits, kind of hard to tech. But Dabuz,
he wasn't really dragged up into the ledge properly for it to work out.
Exactly. All right, Ally playing the traps. How's he going to deal with this? Okay, Dabuz still yet to touch the ground, but no, Luma going to sneak by. You could see Ally wanted to close it out with that one dash attack, and failing to do so cost him his own second stock here.
And now we've got a little bit of a reversal here. Dabuz starting to pull a bit more of a lead. And I feel like at this point, Ally is losing out on those key cards in his deck that was putting him so far ahead. He's not winning out using jab. He's not winning out using grenades. We almost haven't seen Nikita at all in this game. And I feel like Uptilt is only going to be able to pull Ally ahead so much.
Right, yeah. Of course, you got to build all the percent to get him to actually die to it. And then you have to win neutral without using up tilt. I mean, it's not like Rose is going to be jumping at you. You're going to find those openings.
And that's another thing is we haven't seen Dabuz playing as much of an aerial game right now. It's been much more ground-oriented. A lot of Luma actually doing the boxing.
Hold up, though. Ally has just been looping that same edge guard, the run off and then double jump back with down air, and it's been really effective. Oh, but Rosa keeps falling out, man.
Is it because of her weight? Is Ally moving too much with her?
I would say her weight and fall speed do contribute to that. Yeah, for sure. Just every little DI input on it matters so much.
Oh,
tech, no, okay. Wow, that was actually the outer hit, the Luma hitbox.
All right, there's so many directions Ally could have gone. I think that was like the one I didn't expect. Could have gotten spiked? All right.
Yeah.
Could have gotten stage spiked? Sure, why not? Higher percentages, maybe he could get stage spiked. No, we're just going to send him out. So I don't even think like, but besides the fact that he was at such a high percentage, I think it was also maybe questionable DI just because of such an awkward angle. But just like that, we're going into Game 5, Max. A very haphazard Game 5.
Yeah, this is a classic Ally versus Dabuz set, man. It's always going to go to Game 5. It's always going to be a real, just intense match. Like, I was mentioning this with Austin. Hugs yesterday at Summit called a match a barn burn, which is like a sloppy, scrappy game where it's like, you know, they're fighting and it's a good fight, but it's just like ugly. You know, they're not playing refined or practiced looking at all. You know, they're just going at it, and that is exactly what we're seeing right here. He got absolutely cooked by everybody on the casting couch at Summit for that, though. So I'm sure
someone's got to appreciate it.
I'm opening myself up to it, but I thought it was cool. Shout out to Hugo. But yeah, man, Ally and Dabuz, always great games between them, and now we're going to see the 5th and final one. They could meet again in grand finals, but this is for the ticket there on the winner's side. So you know that tensions are high. Both of them want to win this tournament clean without dropping a set, and this is how you do it.
And to be honest with you, Max, that loser's side of bracket, even though we're down to the top 4, that's still not looking very pretty. You either have the likes of Light or Suarez waiting for you. And while Suarez himself does struggle a little bit with the snake, I don't think Ally wants to deal with Light.
Oh no, absolutely not. And that's like the one matchup that all the snake players agree on is not fun for them, Fox. So
we got to get there first.
Ally was so close. He was one good hit away for so long from taking Dabuz out in the 3rd game. You know, that 3-0 was certainly a realistic possibility. The comeback he was mounting in Game 4 right there was also very real. But Dabuz just showing that he's got the clutch stuff, man. And just like his Team Liquid comrade, Hungry Box, you know, Clutch Buzz, dude.
Like, he's honestly snatched this set from the jaws of defeat.
Yeah, like to clutch.
It really, truly is, because Ally had things in the bag. He had such a consistent and powerful game plan coming into this. But very much in regular fashion for Dabuz. He's deconstructed what's making him tick. He's figuring out what in his character's kit can be played around with. He's figuring out how to discomfort his opponent so heavily that he's forcing a change in play style where he can fight so much better. And I feel like Game 5 on Final Destination, it boils this match down now to its barest of basics. How well is Ally going to, first and foremost, traverse the minefield that is Rosalina and Luna's own zoning and boxing? And then, how well is Ally going to be able to establish a wall ahead of him, keep Dabuz playing that same game, but at the end of it all, win it out?
All right, well, we're about to get answers to all of those questions, of course. The first stock almost concluded. We've got Ally all the way up in the sky. Such a dangerous place to be against Rosalina. That up air, man, the halo, covers so much. And, of course, Luma with a little Shoryu to assist.
Oh, he's been under the waterfalls, man. He's really been grinding it up. You see how much pressure that Dabuz has been able to put out with desynced up air?
Yeah, dude, the desyncs, the mixture of star bits and gravitational pull using allies explosive against him, it's pretty ridiculous. Ooh, all right, dash attack, the best zone breaker possibly in the entire game, I would say, especially because of the way that Snake shrinks down in the ending lag of it, and the partial invincibility. Whoa. Wow, Ally, what a fighter, dude. Coming back up with up air, that is not something you're going to see from Snake players often, swinging on the way up while recovering. That's how you know this guy is the OG with this character.
It's those risky options that you have to appreciate out of him, because Ally, so deep, so far in the thick of it, that like he is still willing to just make sure he can take any lead that he can. It's such a gutsy move, too, because you know Dabuz is hunting for the kill at such high percentages.
Dude, he just two-pieced Luma. Last hit of Darren to dash back. That's it. You're gone.
The quicker Luma is out of the equation, the better for Ally. And I think that's been proven so much further by the fact that we're deep into Game 5 at this point. Luma's just been an increasingly big problem for Ally.
Oh, I thought we were potentially about to see a shield break, but smart knowledge there by Ally. If you get hit 10 times on your shield, you no longer suffer block stun, and you can roll immediately. So that was really smart.
I feel like that's one of the things that's made the rapid jab mix-up from Dabuz like not as potent.
Yeah.
Because it's in that time that Ally's able to reposition himself and really start to take a hold of the stage. And there really isn't anywhere for Dabuz to run. In the previous 2 games we saw Town and City offered so much space to Dabuz. He was able to bout well when there was no platforms. The platforms gave him that second lease on life. Here, Dabuz struggling in it to keep us at an even.
Yeah, just finding that knockout was so difficult for him. We saw Ally even clinging to life at 230% after a back throw. Finally, it was the forward tilt, a move that I don't know if I've ever seen kill for Rosalina and Luma that sealed his fate. But either way, Dabuz in the corner. Yeah, I was going to say that down air or that dash attack is coming. Luma looks ripe for the picking in a situation like that. And yeah, there we go. Dash attack closing it out yet again. And now the chase down begins. Oh, I thought the up tilt was coming, man, especially because she flattened her body horizontally with back air. That could have been an easy kill for Ally. Let's see if he's going to pay the price for letting Dabuz hang on.
I genuinely love the option of forward tilt from Ally in this match because it covers a lot of that lateral space that Rosalina naturally occupies when Luma's in front of her. So like you want to punch through Luma, so you can get to Rosa. What better move than just straight arm thrust and amazing ordnance play from Ally. Not even just the ledge, the entire latter half of the stage. Covered so secure, airtight, and Ally is starting to take this lead heavily here in Game 5. Max, I'm thinking this is starting to spell doom for Dabuz.
I don't know, man. Let's see if the home crowd could power him up. Of course, everybody here anticipating him making winner side of Grand Finals for the state, for the region, for the culture. All right, this is still anybody's game for sure. Yeah, I don't even know if you would have reached. I don't even know if you would have reached.
All right. This is the classic. Blast stocks, Game 5. Pressure's on for both the players, but also I feel like neither of them has like a really strong lead anymore because Dabuz literally juggled the momentum out of Ally.
Yeah, he just completely choked the life out of him there. And right now we've got the bona fide Long Islander, the hometown hero Dabuz going up against the Chilean, French, Canadian Ally coming from across the border. See if he can invade us.
Doing a great job of invading Dabuz's space. I feel like I've seen Luma the least in this game than any of our previous matches. And I feel like that's super important to just avoid any of the shenanigans Dabuz has been inviting. As Dabuz has been putting up more and more of a fight, I feel like it's just been more haywire situations off stage. But I don't agree with that back air. I don't agree with it because Dabuz with the pop-off right in Ally's face, taking the set 3-2.
Oh, dude, you gotta feel bad for Ally, man. He was one hit away in Game 3. That could have been a 30, but instead it was a reverse 30 by Dabuz. Down 2 games, but certainly not out. My man has the fighting spirit within him. And Rosalina, too. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people had questions after the patch to Olimar. How's Dabuz going to do? How's Myron going to do? Well, unlike Myron, Dabuz has 2 amazing secondaries, one of which is the Rosa that he played for years throughout Smash 4, the other being his Palu, which was kind of a new pickup into Ultimate. But, man, he's showing that sticking to his guns is certainly paying off, believing in this character when almost nobody else will.
Man, I feel like every major tournament we've seen so far, Dabuz He breaks the glass, takes out the emergency Space Princess, and everyone loves to say, is Rosa back?
Yeah,
and then Dabuz
back,
falters. Maybe. She takes that one game, and everyone's like, oh, it's just a fluke. It's happened so many times in a row now, and I feel like 2 important sets in a row, Dabuz cementing that this Rosalina's in his roster. Whether he likes it or not, she's coming in just as clutch as he is. Look at that, in the last minute and a half, too.
Exactly. Ally took Dabuz's second stock.